Hey, what's going on? Smiley here. And I kind of just wanted to talk about deconstruct, just chat to myself, I guess, on video about Far Cry 4's story, its so-called choices throughout the game, and, you know, its moral decisions that it allows you to make, so to speak, and just all the little things and all the different ways that you can complete this game. So, when I first booted up the game, I had been told by a friend that like there was a way to beat the game at the start, the way that a normal person would kind of beat the game. I was told you could beat it really, really fast in like 30 minutes. I'd seen like articles that say beat it really fast online as well. I'd never actually read anything into it, but I knew that it was like meant to be that all the murdering and all the ridiculous FPS stuff that goes on in Far Cry games is just the player pushing for that, right? So what I did, all you have to do at the beginning is you just sit and wait, and it turns out that you can just completely finish what your character's goal was at the start of the game without needing to kill anybody or join any revolutions or fight with any terrorists, right? So that can be pretty easily achieved. You just wait for Pagan at the start. Obviously this is going to be spoilers, but you wait for Pagan at the start. He tells you, you know, about your the child that he had with your mother, and how blah 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 blah. He tells you the full story, lets you scatter the ashes, and then the game ends. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's not a bad ending. It seems okay. We came what we did here to do. Well done, guys. GG. Let's roll. And I really enjoyed the game playing through the game after knowing that was kind of funny, because all of the story stuff that was happening and all the characters that I met, I was like, I don't know if I like you. I feel like you might actually be a bad character. Like the two leaders of the terrorist organization that you fight for, I'm like, you both kind of suck. I don't think I like either of you. Can I spin this? Is it a thing I can spin? It's not, is it? That sucks. Yeah, it's kind of like you know. But then I came up here to the ending of the game, and I was like, oh cool, Pagan's here. We get to talk to Pagan again. I liked Pagan's character. He was pretty freaking interesting. We get more Pagan time. So then you get up here, and I start like, you sit down, where is it? You sit down in this room here, you get the chance to shoot him, and I was like, hell no, I'm not going to shoot him. He's the most interesting fucker in the game. Like, he's the only person that's, like, got any worth to this game. The only reason I'm still playing it is because he's here. He's really cool. And he takes you over here to the shrine, and you get to go into the shrine in here, and it's like, yo, what up, little dead sis that no longer exists. Here you go, mum's ashes. You're all good now. I'll just pop you down here next to little sis that I never knew. And then you come out here, and Pagan's like, yo, dude. He's in this helicopter here, and he's all like, yo. So, Karat is yours now. You win. You should probably kill Amita and become just complete and utter leader of the Golden Path on your own, because, you know, Karat is yours now. It's what you came here to do. It's what I came here to give you. Oh, I can... Is there a journal in here? Can I take one of his journals? Is there a journal? There's a journal. Ooh, let's just read this real quick. I've only read a few of them. What's this? I don't know. Everything else. Boring. Boring. But anyway, so Pagan's in the helicopter, and he's like, right, cool, you get Karat, but I'm going to piss off in a helicopter. And I, like, let him go, and I was sort of sitting to myself thinking, man, what a cool game this was. And then I kind of, he was flying off in the helicopter over here, and I just went, hang on. I got this sniper. Why is everyone snipe him out of his helicopter? So I was like, hey, look. And I shot him, and his helicopter went down. And it went down somewhere over here. I reckon we might be able to go and loot his helicopter. Let's just make sure. Alright, we actually fallen off the edge here. So this, yeah, we're no longer climbing up here. The helicopter went down somewhere over here. Oh, I'm dead, boys. I wonder where it's going to respawn me. Please don't take me back to the fucking outpost I was just at, because it's like a 10-minute walk, and you can't even drive a car up that road. Please, please, game. Please don't screw me like this. Please. I have actually left the game since I killed him, though. I don't know if that like resets the file or something stupid. It would really bug me if it did reset the file, because I don't know how to redo that mission. Loading screen, please. Where am I? Where am I? You motherfucker. I'll be back once we're up here. Okay, so here we are at the end of the game. You just heard me talk about walking up here to the thing. It turns out that because I left the game the first time, the helicopter crash site wasn't there and I couldn't loot Pagan, but it basically just gives you his pen, and it's like a nice cool alternate ending. It's just like a little treat, I think. There's also a letter up there that you can read that tells you that your mother did love Pagan, that she went to America to bring you up, and that's the only reason that she did want to eventually come back to Pagan. It kind of leaves you to wonder whether Pagan was really a bad guy, whether Pagan was just driven mad and he wasn't the same man that he used to know, or maybe none of that, and it's just that your particular view of him has been a bad one. You know, maybe he's just slightly extreme in the way that it is. When you do the CIA guy's missions, he tells you that Pagan's no longer a threat to the US, meaning that Pagan might just be a civilized person, meaning that Pagan may not be the evil bad guy that the game has portrayed him to be, but mostly just because of your view on him has taken him to be that, because that's what you need him to be for the game to make sense. Anyway, when you come back to the end, it gives you 2 extra cutscenes depending on which side you chose, which person you sided with. I sided with Amita, so I got to go with her side of things, but then you meet her and you realise that she's actually a bitch, and the same goes to Sabal. You realise that he's actually a bastard. That Dart's in a very good position there. But yeah, and then you sort of realise that, you know, the whole game was actually really bad, and the so-called secret ending at the start of the game was, well, the secret ending at the start of the game was like the most realistic ending, or not realistic as it were. The why can't I have my gun out in this village? I can't pick her up either. Alright, well, Amita's dead now. The game's over. I thought the story was okay. My problem with the story is that all the way through I was sat there going, you know, I really just dislike these story missions that I'm having to take. I would much, much, much rather be on Pagan's side. I would have preferred a game where they're starting at the other ending, where you get to go off in the helicopter with Pagan and you get to just be on his side and take out the Golden Path because of these 2 crazy fucking terrorist war leaders that are probably going to eventually kill each other, but in the meantime are just killing everybody else around the world. Anyway, that's Far Cry 4. Everything you know is a lie. The cake was not real. The cake was definitely a lie. Half-Life 4 confirmed, because Far Cry 4 is Far Cry 5, and Far Cry 720... Right. Oh my god, that fucking worked. Anyway, yeah, regardless. Far Cry 4, super secret ending. Everybody's bad. Pagan was the best. I killed Pagan. I'm now sad, boys, because I didn't let Pagan live. I also let Sabal live. That was probably a bad choice. Tried to let Nor live, but she killed herself. Turns out you should probably just kill everybody except from the guy in the pink suit, because he's really a nice guy. And I think if I had let him go in the helicopter, he would have probably travelled back to America and spoken to Gaben about getting Half-Life 3 on the rails. So yeah, that's it. Half-Life 4 was pretty fun. Half-Life 4? Far Cry 4 was pretty fun. I had a good time. I would probably recommend picking it up, I guess, is my final thoughts on it. Definitely not a terrible game. The story kind of concluded its way. I'm happy that the story was interesting in the end of the game, because it made me feel like the rest of the game that I've played through has been kind of worthwhile and pretty satisfying. Fuck tigers all day long. Also, fucking punched a wolf, man. RJ is such a badass. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you very much enjoyed the Far Cry video, and I would definitely recommend picking up this game if you are a fan of the series. Although if you have watched this game, it is likely that you have got everything spoiled for you. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Half-Life 4 confirmed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.